Hi. This is the basic set of forts. You've got a castle, a star fort, and then the now current, this is what things look like. Center is the actual living area, functioning area. Center of each of these is the functioning area. So the castles, of course, are the medieval ones, and when you look at it, the outside of a castle has that moat or perimeter ditch or whatever they can find, right? Hill that by its nature creates it, because hills are by their nature, once you've got, put a castle on top, round. So by its very nature, you get a rounded outside, so you produce a required larger perimeter, which means more bad guys on the outside than required good guys on the inside, and that makes it easier for you to defend. You also can be able to see all of their line well with your one guy or two guys, and you require, if you have, you're on your posts, in your four corners, right, you can be able to have 1-2 guys shoot at a whole bunch of other guys. So it makes it easier for you to maintain this area with smaller and smaller amount of people. There's lots of historical references that this happened, where you have a small group of people maintaining a large castle against a larger number of other guys until you get reinforcements. So sieges take more guys on the outside than they do on the inside. The whole point of a castle is to do this, is to require it to be so expensive to maintain a siege for whatever reasons, all of the reasons possible, any and all reasons possible, that it's just not worth doing, especially not doing for long. Then, and also to defend against arrow fire and that sort of thing, you have things like, you have that trench, making it farther away so that they can't use their arrows, they can't use some of their stuff, their ladders and whatnot, have to go over the moat and then to the wall. You have your slanting of the wall, you have all of your different pieces to make that harder and harder to do. Then you have your star forts, right, which are shaped uninventively named like stars, so that you can be able to have these right angles, just like the stealth planes that have all these right angles, so that things will bounce off, because as it comes in, it'll just deflect off to the side. That's for your cannonballs, that's gunpowder age. And then modernly, we just do it with time. See the switchback portion? That's your road into the facility. The very center is where you live. You're trying to just create time. All of these things are designed to be able to combat what they're dealing with, combat their time period, work with what they've got to overcome what's coming against them. So castles are designed to overcome armies that have bows, arrows, ladders, siege equipment, and they deal with those pieces one step at a time. There's a great one by Shadiversity, I don't know how to pronounce it properly, I think it's Shadiversity, where he does all the different parts of it and how they grew up and how the machinations and all these pieces are designed to overcome archers as they come up the wall. So you have that slanted piece at the base of the wall, you've got your machinations at the top of the wall, so they look up and there they are directly underneath you. Shoot them at your pleasure. And shooting right here would be kind of fun, plop, 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 plop. And you're protected. You got either the wood originally, and then you have the stone, and things are designed to overcome the weapons of the day. Each of these are designed to overcome the weapon of the day. You can see that the weapon of the day is the biggest weapon you have in your arsenal against the weapons of today is time. That's your biggest weapon. Your only real weapon against these things. Your only real defense against these things is be out of range. How do you defend yourself from a rifle? Well, if the rifle's range is 40 feet, nothing's rifle is 40 feet. I'm just making a number. Then be 41 feet. If it's 1,000 feet, be 1,001 feet. That's how you get out of being shot, be out of range, and then be 41 feet and have a piece of armor so that that shrapnel or that loose bullet doesn't actually penetrate you. That's how you deal with things modernly. So each of these are designed for the weapon of the day, which is arrows for the castle, cannon, you have Starfort, and then all the guns and stuff we have the current defensive structure.